What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. And the Bulls unfortunately lost to the Toronto Raptors tonight, but there are some signs of optimism. And I'm going to talk about some things that we'll have to clean up because we also play them again tomorrow in Chicago. So I'm going to get into that. But before I do, I want you guys to subscribe to my page as I keep you guys updated with the Bulls content, rumors, and news. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So the number one biggest and main thing that Toronto used against the Bulls were the DeMar DeRozan trap. I mean, they were literally, especially in the first half, they were suffocating this guy to the point where they don't want him to breathe out there. They don't want him barely holding on to the ball because they know how dominant DeMar DeRozan is. They know, they seen what he did to the Boston Celtics, and they didn't want that to happen to them. And they literally trapped him like he was a LeBron James or a Michael Jordan. That was kind of funny to see. But, you know, in the first half, it started to be successful. And I feel like Billy Donovan did a good job in the second half of kind of like spreading the floor and clearing out that trap. And I feel like the Bulls need to do that from the start, you know, in the next game so they can have an easier time, because I feel like it drained a lot of energy just focusing and worrying about that trap. And the key to breaking that trap is to have somebody come to the middle of the court, come to the middle, so when DeMar DeRozan is getting trapped at the top of the key, he could duck it down right into the middle. And so that way it'll be an easier pass. You don't have to worry about throwing it cross court to where it could possibly be a turnover. So boom, when the person gets the ball in the middle of the court, let one of the guys on either side of the court that's not in the play cut. Let one of them cut to the rim, cut to the hole, you know, move around. Everybody has to move when it comes to these traps, because they're expecting once the top player DeMar DeRozan gets trapped that nobody else can move, that nobody else can create. And I feel like, you know, especially in the second half, Alex Caruso did a better job while his shot hasn't failed, and that's actually starting to get a little concerning. He did a lot of other things. Caruso finished off with 11 assists, and he also had at least 11 rebounds. And so, you know, Caruso, he's impacting the game outside of scoring, but he does need to improve his shot making, because it got to the point where players started tailing off of him and he couldn't make an open shot. And so, you know, shout out to Caruso. Hopefully he gets better with that. I feel like, you know, the bench, you know, when the bench came in, they were kind of small when it came to the Toronto Raptors. You know, it felt like we were missing guys like Andre Drummond and players like that, because we were very small. And, you know, they were able to kind of out rebound us sometimes. You have guys like Christian Koloko, guys like OG Anunoby, you know, those guys were crashing the other guy, not Siakam, but, you know, the other tall, lanky guy. They were just all crashing the boards. They was all going for rebounds. And I feel like the Bulls, you know, they were competing and fighting for it. I feel like Patrick did a good job also of fighting for the rebounds, while he did get in foul trouble. And to start off the game, you know, he was aggressive. He was just getting his shot pinned. He definitely figured it out, and he had some really nice drives to the paint where he dunked the ball and finished. So shout out to Patrick Williams. But yeah, they had to figure out a way to complement DeMar DeRozan, especially when he's getting trapped. And I feel like Zach LaVine, he'll be playing in tomorrow's game, and I feel like he'll be a huge help just because they can't focus the whole defense on trapping DeMar DeRozan every time he get the ball. Vooch, every time he get the ball. Vooch had another good game also. But yeah, having another go-to scorer in Zach LaVine, I feel like that'll make things a lot easier for the Bulls to where they can trap. And I expect DeMar to have a huge game tomorrow. You know, they kept him on the leash a little bit. He was able to break out a little bit towards the end of the game. But tomorrow, DeMar DeRozan, he is coming at you. He's putting on his Mamba mentality. He's going to attack. So shout out to DeMar DeRozan. But yeah, the Bulls, you know, I feel like they were in this game, especially towards the end of the third, beginning of the fourth. They just got to clean up some things. You know, they have to get a hold of Fred VanVleet, man. He was hitting some big threes that kind of put an end to the Bulls. Put a hold on that. We got to work our offense around. Everybody has to move. And yeah, and Goran Dragic, he played pretty well. I feel like the Bulls was kind of giving him an energy spurt to where he was hitting some pretty good shots. But yeah, the Bulls can come together. They should be able to win tomorrow's game, even though it'd be challenging. So, shout out to the Bulls. And I also want to give a shout out to Dalen Terry, who came in and gave a nice little spark. Hit a couple shots, played some nice defense, got a couple steals. So shout out to Dalen Terry. He actually had a pretty good game. And yeah, comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel and predict for this upcoming game. And I'm going to holler at you guys later. I'm out.